Hey everyone, welcome to video 2 of this sneak peek. Today I am going to talk a little bit about some common misconceptions, some fears, some worries, some common things that people think coaching, makes you do and makes you don't do, and just worries and fears and just things that all of us have had also. My name is Lori Miggins, and I am the creator of the Flawless Empire. And I just want to welcome you again to this sneak peek and talk to you a little bit about what these common fears are and, how we overcome them and what's true and what's not true. But first of all, I want to tell you that anytime you start something new, there's that fear, right? When you joined your first challenge group, when you opened that box of Shakeology and you tried your first Shakeology, there's always that anxiety, that fear. And I just want to tell you that the same feelings and emotions that come with anxiety and fear are the same feelings and emotions that come with excitement. It's exactly the same chemicals that run through your blood and your vein and gives you those feelings. So just to know that if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling nervous about possibly becoming a coach on your team, good for you, because it shows that you have emotion and that you're excited or nervous, or you have all of those feelings about coaching. I had them too. I remember telling my coach, nope, I have no time for this. And that's one fear right there, is time. So the thing with time is that anything you put in, you will get out. So if you put time into becoming a coach, you are going to get out what you put the time in to get. If you put in, 5 minutes a day, you're going to get 5 minutes out of this. If you treat this business, this can be a business. If you treat this like a hobby, it will be a hobby. If you treat this like a business, it will become a business for you. If you are just in it for the discount, that is all you're going to get out of it. But I'm going to tell you right now that you can make time for this. I started my business during my 6-month-old baby, who's now 4, during his nap time at my kitchen table. And it grew and grew and grew. The more time I put into it, the more people that I helped. It's like the snowball effect. And the more people I help, the more people they help. And it grows and grows and grows. But the one thing that I had fear about was sticking to a program myself. And becoming a coach made me more accountable to my own journey, because I knew if I was showing up for them or for others, I was also showing up for myself. So I knew that by holding myself accountable and holding other people accountable, we could work together, and it would only help me in the long run, which, may sound selfish. But if you're at a place in your journey where you're like, gosh, I want to feel like this forever, why not join as a coach to not only hold others accountable, but to hold yourself accountable too, to be the product of the product, to show up for yourself and also to show up for others as well. So that was a huge fear of mine, was losing that ambition, losing that drive, losing that want and that need and that desire to show up every single day, and always being in a challenge group and always having others there for support and to support has been such an amazing feeling for the past 3.5 years, because just when I don't feel like showing up, I have them to rely on. I have my challenge group. I have this incredible team, this everlasting support system all over the country and world now, because we're in Canada and the UK and we don't stop growing. So that fear of mine was immediately demolished as soon as I became a coach. Another worry that people have is they think that they have to post on social media all day long, and they have to basically sell, 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 sell. And that is not at all what we as coaches do. We basically share our lives. Just like I explained in the previous video, I just started sharing about what it was that I was doing and how it was helping me to be healthier, to be a happier mom, to be a better wife, to be a better spouse, to be a better sister, to be a better friend, to be a better person. And that's all I did, is I shared my life. I never feel like I'm selling, because when I talk about, and when we as a team, and you'll learn that in our training, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the week, but we teach you how to share and not feel like you're selling. And there's nothing wrong with selling, because every business is really based on selling, right? You look at an author who wrote a book. They want to sell their book, but they're going to share about them, and maybe you fall in love with the author and then you want to read all of their books. Same thing with a restaurant, right? You have no qualms about sharing your love of a restaurant. You go on Facebook and you're like, oh my gosh, last night I ate at this steakhouse and it was so wonderful. Or I went to this restaurant and it was awful. You're sharing your experience. You're not selling, but you are going to make someone either go there or not go there, right? Because you're sharing your passion for it. The same thing with these challenge groups, the same thing with Shakeology, the same thing with the performance line, and everything that there is to do and love about Beachbody. You're just sharing how it's helped you become a better person. Misconceptions about Beachbody coaches. Some of them are, you join as a Beachbody coach and you're a cult, or you join and you have to help X amount of people every month. First of all, you don't have to help a certain amount of people. You can just sit and enjoy the wonderful 25% discount for yourself and do nothing. Every single month, yes, there's incentives. You can win silly little bobbleheads with the trainers on them, or you can win t-shirts or tank tops or hats. And when you get, really into it, you can win trips. But you don't have to. So there are these wonderful things there, these wonderful incentives if you choose to let them incentivize you. The cult thing, absolutely not a cult. I mean, this is a group of people that are working together to live healthy and fulfilling lives and to share that with as many people as we can. We share health. You cannot put a price on health. You cannot put any sort of anything on health. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with, selling anything else out there, because if you're passionate about it, go for it. And if you're passionate about what you're doing in our challenge groups with Beachbody and with Shakeology, then coaching is the next best thing for you to use as your platform to share this amazing thing that we get to do each and every day as coaches and as challengers. So those are some common worries, fears, misconceptions. If you have any other questions or concerns or fears, please post them below. We would be more than happy to answer that for you. Remember to tag your coach so that they can help you. But we are here to answer any and all fears, questions, concerns, and I look forward to chatting with you in our next video.